Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. Today we are looking at Dejah Thoris, issue 0. This is from volume 2, written by Amy Chu, illustrated by Pascal Gualano, colored by Valentia Pinto, lettered by Thomas Napolitano, main cover by Jay Insoletto, edited by Anthony Marks. And of course, this is based on characters created by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Dejah Thoris is Jon Carter's wife in the Barsoom series. If you haven't read those, I highly recommend it. You'll recognize a lot of material in the modern era has been inspired by the Jon Carter of Mars series. Today we're looking at issue 0, and it starts off with a little background. We learn that there was planetary strife on Mars. Mars is called Barsoom in their language. So we learn a little bit of background about that, how it was once a flourishing place, but then they burned through all the resources and started fighting over food and the scarcity that ensued. It's the usual conservation message where, they abused their planet and it bit them. Which, is not wrong. Just ask the people of Easter Island. But we see Dejah talking to her father. Now, Dejah's people are red-skinned, and then there's like these green four-armed creatures and other types of people. She's generally described as having red skin in the books. Here she looks a lot more Indian from India, not the other kind. East India, not West India. So yeah, she definitely is supposed to, I think, look more like American Indian as opposed to Indian, but whatever, it works. She looks fine. The art is actually a little bit difficult to determine ages. So when I saw her father, if it hadn't told me it was her father, I would have thought it was her brother. So everybody's like kind of muscular and toned. And the only way I could tell the difference in ages was older people have like solid gray hair. But she greets her father, who is returning from some excursion, and he brings a white ape back, which are these giant mutant monster type creatures. And he's going to execute it and stuff it and put it in the palace. And he shows her the dungeons. Well, she, of course, being young and foolish, does not appreciate that. So she goes down and looks at the ape to try and get some information on him. She wants to find this ruins and explore them. They're called Ephesium. Well, she sees a green skin down there, and she talks to him for a moment, and they could communicate kind of telepathically, I think. So she concocts, it's like a acid kind of thing, to free this creature, this white ape, so that she can leave with this green skin guy, go find, he claims to know where Ephesium is, so she's gonna leave with him to go explore. Well, of course, she's being naive, and he's a treacherous rapscallion, so he steals a ship and takes off and leaves her behind. And we see her standing there kind of waving at him and saying, "Come back." It's kind of a terrible scene. Art is a mixed bag. The ships look really cool, the structures look really good, statuary looks good, but the people sometimes look a little off. I think the artist has a lot of potential, but some of the perspective shots, like at the very end where the guy's leaving, it literally looks like she's waving at him instead of like reaching out. She's got her hand up like she's waving, and her foot looks huge. Otherwise, not too bad. I think the Pascal Gualano has a lot of potential. It definitely looks like that animated Hercules movie, in my opinion. It has a very Disney anime look. Otherwise, the cover is awesome. I love the cover by Jay Insoletto. That is an amazing cover. I wish the entire book looked like that, because wow, that is phenomenal. I highly recommend that Dynamite put that out as a poster, because that is awesome. So overall, it was kind of a predictable story, kind of mediocre. Not terrible, but, it was a quarter. So it's really just about half an issue, and the second half of the book has a lot of drawings and art pieces that apparently are sneak peeks from issue 1. I'm gonna pick up issue 1 and take a look at that too. I'll probably go out there tomorrow and pick that up and try and get it reviewed by the end of the week. But yeah, Dynamite has a pretty mixed history recently with their works. Thought I'd give them a chance, but yeah, it was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular, but for the price, I don't feel disappointed. And it did intrigue me enough to want to go pick issue 1 up. So if you get a chance and you see this for a quarter or less than $1, yeah, it might be worth reading. So far, Dejah seems kind of, like a sucker, very naive. That's all subject to change with the writing. So, mixed review on this one. The art definitely needs some work, but it's got a lot of potential. That'll do it for this episode. As always, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.